Smash Analysis is a series in which I go through the roster of Super Smash Bros. And I give my own thoughts and opinion based on what I've played of the fighter, what I've played against of the fighter, and what I've seen from professionals and what professionals have said about the fighter. Now, when it comes down to it, these videos are all my opinion, and I may be wrong in some things, but if I am, tell me down in the comments below if I am after the video, and be civil about it. I really don't like responding to people who just go monkey mode, alright? With that all being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, you know what to do.
Here comes a new challenger!
Mario. There's two of you. Oh boy. Well, with two Marios, we gotta talk about at least one of them for this video. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about Dr. Mario. Now, Dr. Mario is a very interesting character. You know, these two characters form a very similar dynamic to Ryu and Ken. They are practically the Shoto clones of this game. Now, what do I mean by Shotos? Well, as an example, both of them, you know, have dragon punches, of course, of some sort. You know, that's his. Both of them have a way of dealing with projectiles, such as escape, you know. Both of them have a projectile, pill, fireball. You know, so they're Shotos. However, unlike Ryu and Ken, where Ryu's more of like the zoner and Ken's more of the aggressor type, these two share a different dynamic. Mario's the combo character, while Dr. Mario's the heavy hitter. He's slower than Mario, but stronger in most of his moves, and deals deals quite a bit of damage when he gets his hits in. So both of these characters have that sort of Shoto dynamic, Ryu and Ken dynamic, you could say. Shoto being, you know, that type of archetype, the beginner character, the character that'll get you into the game generally. However, there is a clear difference between these two. Now, with Ryu and Ken, in various Street Fighter games, one has always sort of been better than the other, but generally they serve two different crowds for two different people, and you know, so even though one may be better or worse, you know, Ryu, like I said, more of a zoner than Ken is, Ken more of the aggressor. So there's a difference in playstyle, but with these two, yeah, there is a difference in playstyle, but also not really. Both of these characters still have combos. You know, Dr. Mario relies more on his pills, whereas Mario kind of just gets his grabs and his up airs and gets damage that way, killing you off the top. Dr. Mario, a lot of his kills killed to the side. You know, a lot of weird stuff. They also have weird stuff with some of their moves, such as, you know, Dr. Mario up smash sends you back, whereas like with Mario's up smash, it sends you up, you know. So there are weird things. You know, Mario's got a F smash with a sweet spot and sour spot. Dr. Mario's sweet spot is close to him. I don't even think there even is a sour spot. That's 26. Just to make sure. Okay, there is. So it's the opposite of Mario. You know, now, you know, Dr. Mario's Spike is his down air, Mario's its fair. So they have similar qualities, but also not really, because obviously Dr. Mario has the same fair, but instead of having the spike, it's just a really strong hit. You know, that is stronger when it starts, it gets weaker as it ends, basically. So there you go. I mean, they're so opposite of each other, in fact, that Mario's Nair is strongest when it starts, right? Whereas it would be weaker as it goes on. Whereas Dr. Mario's is weird, because his is weak at the start, but really strong at the end. I don't get it, but that's a weird difference nonetheless. Now, Dr. Mario is essentially a poor man's Mario. You don't need me to tell you that. You practically already know this information. But let's just really talk about it. Doc has a lot of potential, but what are his main flaws? Well, it's very simple. One, very slow. He's not that fast on the ground, nor in the air. Whereas Mario, you know, he's a jump man. He'd be moving and grooving. He'd be flipping and dipping everywhere. I mean, how is that not a flippy dippy? All right, I'm just saying this character has movement on the ground. Dr. Mario is like slowly chugging his capsules, his pills everywhere. Bro. Like he is barely moving an inch. Another thing is that Dr. Mario has a way worse recovery. Now, sure, he has Tornado, which if you mash it, obviously he's gonna go higher and higher. You know, regular Mario doesn't have something like that, but he can stow himself in the air with cape. And here's the thing, guys. Recovery isn't just the up B. Recovery isn't just the down special that Dr. Mario doesn't have. That Mario could just push himself with Flood as a recovery, I guess you could make that argument. Sorta, whatever. A recovery is everything the character has access to. When it comes to Mario, well, one, his up B goes much farther than Dr. Mario's, and he has an actual jump. He is the jump man, of course. So with that all being said, you know, Dr. Mario has a way worse recovery overall. His up B doesn't go as far, especially when he gets edge guarded. There's not much he can do about it. So, yeah. I mean, like, without magnet hands, he barely makes it, you know? And his double jumps are not the greatest. So, Dr. Mario is essentially just that. He's the heavier hitting version of regular Mario. I mean, his back throw is even stronger than Mario's. It kills much earlier, and it looks much more fierce in my opinion. But the problem is that Dr. Mario, as with Mario, shares a lot of his similar issues, but times 1,000. Mario loses to range. He gets defeated by swordies a lot, and projectiles he can sometimes struggle with. Dr. Mario, because of his slower speed, means that he can't really get in against characters with big swords, similar to Mario can't. You know, Mario can't do that, but because of his speed, he can get in on occasions, and those occasions lead to massive damage. But Dr. Mario, it's a real struggle for him to get in. Now sure, you have a projectile that allows you to get in. Mario has the same thing. Fireball allows Mario to go in. And unlike Mario's, Dr. Mario's has combos even at higher percents, even at kill percents, because what do pills do? They knock up. And so, in this situation, you can approach with pills. If I didn't suck, wow, okay. I don't... Man, I do suck. You get the idea. Basically, I hit him with the pill. You know, he gets hit by it, and he's not getting hit by it. You know, sometimes I just keep these parts in because I just really like showing you guys how much of a failure I really am in life. Alright, let me just try much closer. There. But yeah, you could, in theory, approach and boom. However, you saw there, that combo wasn't really true, and there's a reason for that. The problem with Dr. Mario is that pill, in my opinion, is a top 5 projectile. The projectile itself is a top 5 projectile. I mean, it has a lot of stun, right? It has a lot of hit stun. It's a projectile that that really covers a lot of ranges, right? And it allows you to approach. It allows you to approach just as with any projectile, but because of the arc it covers, people can't really jump around it. They're gonna have to dash under it, and some characters just can't do that. So they're gonna get abused by pills, right? Like, imagine Palutena with this pill, with her movement. She can pill you and then narrow train you. Wouldn't that be fun? No! Oh, I'm so sorry for you. But the problem is that pill isn't a top 5 projectile. Not because the projectile itself isn't that great, but because it's on a character that isn't so great. So for instance, a lot of those pill conversions that you'd get, that's only if Dr. Mario's already close enough to you. If he's far away enough from you, if he's far away from you, then there's not really a lot that you have to fear if you think about it, because he's so slow in the air that unless he's really close up in your face, he's not going to be able to really combo into it. You know? Now, that's not to say he doesn't have other combos. Obviously, he does have throw combos, if I didn't suck. But he has throw combos, I believe. Freaking, I'm bad at Dr. Mario. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't. Can I not full hop and up B? There you go. You can do stuff like that. You know, he has down throw this, but it's sort of like, there you go. But like, really, what's the point, right? Because he's already slow as is, that approaching is going to be an issue for him as it is already. And let's be real here for ourselves, the only reason why you would want to play this character is because you like his playstyle. And maybe because you like some of his animations. Because it can't be because you like Mario. If you like Mario and you want to play Mario, he's right there. Alright? This Mario right here that I'm standing next to, this red-capped fellow here, is way better than this doctor. Alright? This doctor ain't no plumber. You know, plumber, they gotta run away from the sewage. Dr. Mario is giving you bills repeatedly. It's an issue. Alright? So, Dr. Mario, he's just bad. Alright? And here's the thing. Being a worse version of a character doesn't necessarily make you a bad character. Referring back to the Shoto thing, right, with Ryu and Ken, in Third Strike, Ken was obviously better than Ryu, but Ryu wasn't a bad character. Last I checked, you know, Ken was like an S tier, and Ryu was like, what, an A tier? Or something like that. He was a tier below. Tier A, tier B, whatever. Last time I checked. So, like, you know, so he wasn't like bottom tier or anything like that, right? He wasn't like a terrible character. So just being a worse version of a character, or being a worse version of a playstyle, doesn't necessarily mean that the character is bad. They're just good in their own unique way. So, like in Smash, for instance, Chrom isn't worse than Roy. Chrom has his own benefits over Roy, just as Roy has his benefits over Chrom. Roy may be said to be better than Chrom, but that doesn't necessarily mean Chrom is a bad character. However, in this instance, Dr. Mario shares the same issues as Mario, while being slower both in the air and the ground. Edge guarding Dr. Mario literally kills this character. Alright, if you edge guard Dr. Mario once, which I know Smash players are very afraid to do, top Smash players fear the concept of edge guarding, I know. It's horrifying to them. Alright, but if you edge guard Dr. Mario, whoo, he dies. He dies relatively early. I would argue he dies earlier than Mac. You know? Because at least Mac has other tools than just his side B and up B, you know? And he can land. You know, Mac has ways to land. Dr. Mario can't really land. His shorter, stubbier limbs aren't really going to save him. And it's not like he can really, you know, like he can nair out of problems, but because his nair, his frame 3 nair, because, you know, these sex kicks are usually frame 3. If you're nairing out of a combo, you're gonna hit them with the weak spot, which means that they're not really gonna feel threatened by you nairing them, right? Or they're not gonna be annoyed. It's not like me nairing out of your combo is gonna send you all the way to the ledge, you know, at like low to mid percents or anything like that. So, you know, abusing Dr. Mario's disadvantage is something worth noting. Now, sure, you could up your problems, but again, if you know it's coming, or if a Dr. Mario is shielding, obviously you know they're gonna go for this. Well, then what you want to do is that if you play like a Swordy, for instance, or a character projectile, just don't get near him. And if you're playing another brawler type character, abuse moves with low landing lag or tomahawk, you know, or like just land. You know, just land, just I forget what it's called, but just don't do an attack. Just land on the ground and shield, and just bait out the up B, and then you could just hit him out. Sure, Dr. Mario has some combos and other stuff like that, but it's not like these are really gonna matter. Who's really gonna, you know, try to throw this out outside of like a dash walk? You know, you're good. You know what I mean? So, Dr. Mario, in some semblance, is just a worse off Mario in practically every other way. The only, like I said, his only real benefit is pills, but like he can't stall himself out with cape. He doesn't do that. Now, his cape, in terms of hitbox, I think is even worse than Mario's, because, well, Mario's covers a wide range in front of him. Dr. Mario's doesn't really. See that? Like, this covers such a more wider range. So as a reflector, Dr. Mario's isn't even that great. You'd and if you try to gimp someone with like doing this, that ain't really gonna work. This ain't really gonna work. You know what I mean? So again, you know, Dr. Mario has throw combos, but unlike Mario's nair trains, up air trains, Doc doesn't really have up air trains. right? Mario, Mario gives a grab on you, you're gonna get hit a lot. Dr. Mario gets a grab on you, you'll probably take one hit, right? Such a shame. There's a lot of great things about Doc. I love Dr. Mario more than regular Mario. I should stress. I love playing this character way more than regular Mario. It's just that the unfortunate reality is that he is just worse Mario. It's not even a question. Now, what are ways to buff him? Well, simple. The easiest answer would just be speed and recovery. I mean, he needs a better recovery, because otherwise he's just gonna die off stage relatively easily. If say for instance Mario set our damage up pretty high here, just to F smash me. Actually, no, that's way too high. I guess we can make it work. Nope, way too high. You're gonna need a little bit less. Yeah, so I get knocked away. I'm doing this. Sure, that may work, but after the first down B, I can't really stall in the air again with that. So after I get hit, well, my only recovery option is my double jump and my up B. But that's it. So, yeah, poor Dr. Mario. Pretty bad character. Relatively easy to explain. There's not much to it. Even if they buff him, I just feel that he just won't be played as much, because, well, he's just worse Mario. The only way for Dr. Mario to really be played more than regular Mario is if Dr. Mario gets so many buffs that he becomes a very, well, viable character. That's the only reason why I see people ever play this character. But otherwise, there's no reason to play Dr. Mario. There really isn't. Again, unless you really like how he plays, you're not going to be playing Dr. Mario. Alright? There's no reason for a Mario main to switch to Dr. Mario. If they wanted to switch to a character with harder hitting moves, with range or something like that, they could play someone like Byleth, as an example. Byleth has big swings, if you need for specific matchups. As an example, characters with big hitboxes, with actual range and power. Having a projectile is great. Having a move that deals with projectiles is great. Having what's basically a DP, which has no invincibility, I don't think. Hold on, this does not have invincibility, does it? No, it doesn't. Whereas Mario's here has full body invincibility at the start. This is not even a good DP. It's not a good Dragon Punch, because Dragon Punches are frame 1 reversals. This is just a really fast move that gets you out of situations. That's it. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Kind of blows. It has a lot of priority, but that's its only benefit. I can't. This character even sucks more than I initially thought. But like, obviously that won't matter too much, because again, you're mainly going to be upping out a shield or in from a move. But that's neither here nor there. Again, I don't think that Dr. Mario, even if he got buffed, will be a superior character. No way. I think Mario will, unless Mario gets nerfed to the ground hard, I don't see a result where Dr. Mario ends up being just a better Mario. Insane. But it is what it is. I'll say that much. It is what it is. Would I like Dr. Mario to be just as good as Mario, if better? Yes. Will he be? No. Such a shame. It really is. Because these two have like the kind of perfect dynamic, just executed so poorly. You know what I mean? But hey, that's just me, That's how I am, that's how I see things. I see these two characters. I see an amazing character here and a pretty mediocre character here. Oh well. Also, Dr. Mario has some pretty lame taunts, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves. This man's got style. This man don't. Oh well. It is what it is. But tell me your guys' thoughts on Dr. Mario below. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing, even though universally everyone thinks this character is kind of bad. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully he gets buffed. I hope. But with that all being said, take care of yourselves, guys. Please, just be safe out there. If you enjoyed, press the funny red button, because I really want to reach 300 before the end of the year. You know, we're not almost there, but let's try pushing it. Let's try getting there. And with that all being said, take care of yourselves, and as always, have an amazing rest of your wonderful day. Bye-bye.